Kai Havertz for 65 mil is absolutely stupid from Arsenal. First of all, he's been a flop for Chelsea. In 91 Premier League games, he's got 19 goals. That is really low. They spent 60 mil, that could rise to £65 million on him. They've pretty much allowed Chelsea to break even on this man when he has been awful. You know, Chelsea are big rivals with Arsenal as well. That's probably Arsenal's second biggest rivalry. And they've given them a lot of money for a flop that they can now go and spend on Caicedo, who was an Arsenal target, that they could go spend on Lavia, who is an Arsenal target. This transfer could prevent them from signing players like Lavia, who would add more to the squad. Because Kai Havertz ain't adding anything to Arsenal. There's nothing that he has that they haven't got, except maybe aerial ability. And even that is very limited. He should not be starting for this team either. You know, the ideal midfield for Arsenal should be Partey, Rice and Ødegaard. That midfield is arguably the best in the league. But if you put Havertz in there instead of Partey, you move Rice into the more defensive role, it's not great, I can't lie. I think that midfield is going to just get opened up because Havertz is not a good player. He's shown nothing in the last few years at Chelsea to suggest he's a good player. They could have gone and got Mason Mount, who had 11 goals and 10 assists the year before last in just 32 games. They could have gone and got James Maddison, who got 10 goals and 9 assists. And he was playing out of position for a lot of the time, especially at the end of the season, playing out on the right. Year before that, 12 goals and 8 assists. And the year before that, 8 goals and 5 assists. Still not bad numbers from, at the time, a young player. Tottenham Hotspur got him for just £40 million. If Arsenal had come in for him, he would have definitely preferred to move to a side in the Champions League, you know, especially based on the tweets he sent out about Tottenham a few years ago. And they could have even gone and got Elise, who apparently has a £35 million release clause, who can cover the same positions that Havertz can, but is actually good. Maybe not striker, maybe he can't play striker, but Havertz isn't a good striker. You know, he has really poor finishing. There were multiple games last season where he had chances that he just fluffed. Also, because they spent so much money on him, Arteta might feel pressure to shoehorn him into a system. You know, he might start because of his price tag. He might come on off the bench if they need a goal because of how expensive he was. And that could prevent Manchester City from winning a title. Let's say they're drawing 1-1 away, yeah, and they bring him on and he does nothing. But instead, if they didn't buy him and they had bought in Smith Rowe in that sort of position and he scored, they've already got, you know, obviously Saka, Martinelli, Ødegaard and Jesus, who should be the starting front four. But even in backups, they've got some very good options like Trossard, like Smith Rowe, like Nelson, like Nketiah, and currently Balogun is still there. In the midfield, they've still got Vieira, who, yes, hasn't been very good, but he's, you know, he hasn't really needed to play a lot. They could have gone and got Lavia instead of Havertz. Why have they bought Havertz? I don't understand, man. I want Arsenal to challenge to the league again this season. I want it to be interesting. I don't want Chelsea up there because obviously I don't like them. But why have you done this, Arsenal, man? Why? I don't understand. What was the thinking? Also, man, the only positive I can give you from this transfer is that Arteta is the one that wanted him. But after the game against Manchester United, he has said it might take him some time to adapt. So I think he's having second thoughts and regrets about buying him. And you know what, hopefully he can come good because, like I said, I want Arsenal to challenge. I want the league to be competitive. I don't want it to just be Man City running away with it again. I think this is the best opportunity anyone will get because Manchester City are going through a bit of a transition. They're moving on a lot of players. Obviously, they've won a treble. So they're still going to be a very strong squad, you know, if they replace them well. The likes of Gvardiol, Elise has been linked with Manchester City. They've got McAtee coming back from loan from Sheffield United, who's looking very good. And, you know, they've still got Foden on the bench, who should be starting more now. But it's just, it's the best opportunity anyone's going to have, really. And Arsenal, I really hope you haven't fluffed it by signing this man. But he has done nothing. And the only thing anyone remembers from him is that Champions League winning goal, which, yes, was a great moment and everything. But he's shown nothing in the 2 years since that to suggest that he warrants even a £30 million price tag. You know, they overpaid. If they bought him for 10 mil, if they bought him for 30 mil, you might say, it's an alright signing. You know, he's a backup. He's an okay backup. You know, there's still better options out there. But for that sort of money, it's not too bad. But that's like, you know, that's insane money for someone that bad, man. I just can't believe it. But also, as Chelsea fans, anyone else, let me know your thoughts in the comments on this transfer. Chelsea have done really well to recoup that sort of money on him. But yeah, you know, it's insane. But thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon for another video.